I'd like to welcome everyone to the October 21st, 2019 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm Barb Lewis, President. To my left is our Vice President, Jeff Benton, and to my right is our Administrator, Mike Fromer, and Jennifer Walraven, our clerk. We can begin.
Resolution number 19-1033, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held October 14th, 2019.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1033. Mr. Merrill is absent today. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 19-1034, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1018, memo transfers in batch number MT APR 1018, and procurement card payments in batch number PC APR 1018.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1034. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1035, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1035. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1036, in the matter of extending the filing date for the filing of plans, reports, and schedules for the Orange Village Center Drainage Maintenance Improvement Petition Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1036. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1037, in the matter of extending the filing date for the filing of plans, reports, schedules for the Hidden Springs Condominium Drainage Improvement Petition Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1037. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1038, in the matter of renewing the contract for snow removal services for Delaware County.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, John Melvin, Director of Facilities. This is the first renewal of our snow removal contract for all the county parking lots and driveways. They are asking for an increase due to the increased cost in salt. I did verify with the engineer's office. With our current contract, we were locked in for 2 years, for 2017 and 2018 at the same rate. Engineer's office, the cost per ton for salt in 17 was $44.70. It went up in 18 to $79.81, and for this year, their cost per ton is $82.81. So the cost of salt does reflect a double in price in essence. And again, we were locked in, so we had the 17 rates carried over through 18 with the current contract. So I am recommending renewing this contract at the new rate.
This is for all the properties?
All our county parking lots, and which includes the EMS stations, the sheriff's office.
Courthouse.
Yeah, courthouse, yeah.
Okay.
We do all the sidewalks, they do all the parking lots and driveways.
Okay.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1038. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1039, in the matter of approving an amendment to authorizing the use of a procurement card for the Emergency Medical Services Department.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1039. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1040, in the matter of approving the sanitary sewer subdividers agreement for Enclave at Abbey Knoll.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. This is a standard agreement. It's for a 26-home single-family home development on the corner of Abbey Knoll and South Old State Road. And we request your approval.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1040. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1041, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Riley, Chief Deputy Engineer. We had 2 utility permit applications. These are standard utility installations, and we're recommending your approval.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1041, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton, sorry.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill is still absent.
It's shown up.
Resolution number 19-1042, in the matter of accepting roads, establishing stop conditions, approving recommended speed limits, and releasing security for Olentangy Falls East Section 2.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
The street and stormwater improvements have been through the required 1-year developer maintenance period. This includes streets for 21 single-family lots off Hyatt's Road, and we're recommending taking those streets onto the public system at this time.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1042, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1043, in the matter of approving ditch maintenance for North Lake Preserve and Maple Glen.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
This would place the stormwater systems for North Lake Preserve, which is a large development, includes 211 lots in total off of Four Winds Drive, and Maple Glen, which is a small development off of Africa Road, would place those improvements on the county's drainage maintenance program, recommending your approval.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-1043, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1044, in the matter of approving owner's agreement for Oxford Woods.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Oxford Woods is a small, single-family development off of North 3 B's and K in Brown Township. Includes 13 lots. This is our standard form agreement for the street and stormwater improvements, and we're recommending your approval.
Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1044, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Resolution number 19-1045, in the matter of approving the preliminary term sheet with the Ohio Department of Transportation for a state infrastructure bank loan for Africa and Cheshire Road resurfacing project.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
This item involves a project that we will be building next year. It includes the resurfacing and shoulder widening on Africa Road between Jaycox Road and Cheshire Road. It also includes adding left turn lanes at Plum Road and Lewis Center Road East. This project received a funding commitment by MORPC of federal highway funding. In order to expedite the project, as it currently stands, the funding is provided in fiscal year 2023. In order to advance the project to next year, ODOT would require that we take out a state infrastructure bank loan, and then the future funding would then repay that loan when the funds are committed. So this is really the only way to advance the project. We looked at several different other alternatives, proposed some different arrangements. None of those were acceptable to ODOT, and so this term sheet has been reviewed by our bond counsel and legal counsel, and so we're recommending approval at this time.
Yeah, I had some questions about this, but, you know, your email and that explanation cleared it up. So this is an important safety project. I think as part of the message here is that this really needs to be done for safety reasons. 2023 would be too late. So, again, seems to make sense all around to do it, accelerate it through this borrowing.
Yeah, a lot more traffic on Cheshire now.
Certainly is, and
Will be.
I should add that will also be part of the project. It's somewhat of a complicated funding arrangement where we received a separate pot of federal money to do the shoulder paving on the causeway. That money is available next year, but the Africa Road is not. So without getting into the weeds, we'll have it all done by the end of next summer.
Okay, vote.
Vote on
Thank you.
motion 19-1045, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 19-1046, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation and a transfer of funds.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Morning, Brad Lutz, Director of Business Operations and Financial Management. I was going to have Patrick do this today, but, you know, I'm scared to stand up here. So we have technically four items here. I'll just run through them all. In regards to the supplemental appropriation in the 403 fund, there's just more monies needed to make reimbursements and maintenance repair services as defined there. There's funds available in the 403 fund, so that's not an issue. The transfer of funds from the unclaimed funds to the Commissioners General, those are funds that remained unclaimed for the sufficient period of time. I believe it's, I want to say 3 years, feels right, somewhere in that period of time. But regardless, these are monies that have been unclaimed for enough time period that they are now being moved to the general fund and can be used for general fund purposes. And then finally, the Slate Ridge TIF fund transfer is for reimbursement of money spent from the general fund for that project. So $750,000 is coming back to the general fund from the TIF. Once again, specifically related to road and bridge improvements on that project.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-1046, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Brings us to administrator reports.
Nothing to report this morning.
Commissioner Benton?
You want to talk about the Northwestern home game? Just a few things. We did have a get-together reception for our new Convention and Visitors Bureau, or Destination Delaware, I think is the proper name now, apologize. Tim Wilson, who happens to be from Pickaway County. So we keep getting good people out of Pickaway County. They're probably mad at us. But no, it's great to see him, glad to have him on board. There's a lot we can do, economic development and promoting the county. There's so many good things going on here that it'll be great to have Tim on board and lead that effort. We've got tomorrow I'm going to a financial health indicators meeting with the auditor, state auditor, and that's talking about how the state has this financial health indicators program where they do audits and then they present their results I think it's 17 financial health indicators with, from red and really a problem to green, you're good. And, my overall thinking on that is that it's a good idea for those jurisdictions, and it's cities, villages, townships, counties that aren't rated by the public debt rating agencies, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, Fitch. So I'm going to try to steer the conversation so that the auditor doesn't spend a lot of time generating these indicators for counties like ours who are AAA rated by the experts in this field and create some distractions and so on. So, but they are helpful to those who aren't rated, very helpful.
Did that just start?
I think he started a couple years ago, I think it was.
Auditor Yost.
Jane, you remember? I think Auditor Yost started it
Yeah,
3 years ago.
yeah, it sounds about right.
And again,
Yeah.
it's a really good idea for those who aren't rated by
Right,
the
right.
professional international rating agencies that are very much experts at this and provide very much in-depth, detailed ratings. So again, good idea, but I just don't think we need to spend time explaining why why our current ratings are
Right.
good and theirs may not be detailed enough.
Yeah.
The Great Places celebration was also on Thursday for the city of Delaware. Did you go to that, Jane?
I was down at the conference.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, again, great event. Delaware got some more publicity as one of the 4 great places in the country. What was the agency that did the rating?
The American Planning Association.
American Planning Association. Okay, and they had a celebration down by the Hayes statue, which was, dedicated a couple weeks ago. So a lot of good things going on in Delaware. Lastly, the Veterans Day Parade is coming up. It's Sunday, November 8th, I think it is. And it's going to be in downtown Delaware.
Let's see, the 10th?
10th?
Yeah, the 10th,
Okay.
November 10th.
Good. It is November 10th. It's going to be from the
Right.
fairgrounds to Wesleyan's campus right through downtown Delaware, so that's always a nice event. So they're looking for, spread the word and see if people are interested in
Right.
having a float or marching in the parade in some capacity.
Right. Okay, thank you.
That's it?
I went to Stratford Ecological Center's Fall Color Spectacular, and this is an annual event that they do to honor and support many friends and supporters that they have. And I was able to talk to Farmer Jeff, and who also has a PhD, I learned, not from Farmer Jeff, he's a very humble man, someone else told me that. And I talked with the board chair, Clyde Gusnell, and then Dr. Louise Warner. Of course, David Hoy was there, their development director, and they all mentioned how much they really appreciated our support. And it was just a really beautiful day yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Afternoon, yes. And you know, many people attended. Just a couple facts, though. They host nearly 6,000 visitors a year, and it's nearly self-sufficient, too, producing more solar energy to supply all the needs of the working farm. And, of course, we help them, too, I believe, with our...
Grants.
Yeah, with their solar needs. And it really is just a wonderful place. And they also told me that they had received a call from the First Lady, Fran DeWine, and asked to come out with some people. And then, so they were all excited about that because First Lady is coming out today. And then on Friday, they received a call saying, well, could we bring the governor, please? And so the governor
Governor's
is...
coming too?
The governor is
Today?
visiting Stratford today, yes. So what a neat thing. And actually, Dorothy Polanda, the head of the Department of Agriculture, was the one who arranged this. And so it's really great. So they were rightfully all excited. So we're going to see some press on that, I'm sure. And that's all I have. And do we have need for
We
executive?
do not
We do
have need for executive session today.
Okay. Therefore, we are adjourned.